Do you have an auto loan on your credit report that's hurting your credit score? Or maybe you have a few other negative accounts that's on your credit report that's hurting your credit score? We're going to show you how we remove that auto loan off a person's credit report in the first round. We're going to go over the letter and the dispute reason on what we use to knock the credit bureaus out. So sit back, relax, grab a pen, get some paper, get something to drink. We're going to get straight into it. Family, so we're going to go over the blueprint of what we did to help this person remove an auto loan within the first round. All right. So first things first, let's get straight into it. We're gonna go over the credit repair blueprint. So if you don't know, I'm pretty sure I have many of new people on this channel. So I want you to understand this. Now, I'm not a lawyer. I'm just here to show you your rights. So according to 15 USC 1681 EB, right? Whenever a consumer reporting agency prepares a consumer report, it shall follow reasonable procedure to assure maximum possible accuracy of the information concerning the individual about whom the report relates. So, what does that mean? When Experian prepares your report, when TransUnion prepares your report, and when Equifax prepares your report, it's supposed to assure that the open date, I'm going to go all over all that, but it's supposed to assure that everything on your credit report has to be complete and accurate. All right, not just a little bit of it, everything. All right. So, step one, as you can see, we got this person's report. We told them to look over the report. So, step one, you want to investigate the completeness and accuracy, like I said before, not just the one account. You want to investigate all your negative accounts. All right. Because we're not going to dispute the ones that are positive. All right. We want to dispute the ones that are negative. So, what you want to do is look over your report and look over every single account and make sure it's assured maximum possible accuracy, just like the law states, right? So, first things first, look over the report. And as you can see, this specific account that was disputed is not assured maximum possible accuracy. Look, TransUnion, date open is inconsistent from Experian and Equifax. And as you can see, and this is typically common, the date open to be wrong, last reporting to be wrong, date last active, date last payment, and sometimes the payment history is sometimes incorrect. And other things on the specific account or on your specific account might be incomplete and inaccurate. All right. So what you want to do, like I said before, is look over the date open and just circle it, highlight it, whatever you can do, right? And then from there, look over the balance, look over the number of months, high credit, credit limit, past due, payment status, last reporting. As you can see, inconsistent. So many different dates. All right. Date last active. TransUnion Experian is complete. However, Equifax is showing something different. I mean, doesn't have nothing. Data last payment. TransUnion Experian has different dates. Equifax isn't reporting nothing. And as you can see, the payment history is inconsistent. All right. So here's what you wanted. Here's what we told this person to do. We told them to create a letter, right? Here's a letter. Create a letter. Hey, TransUnion, I would like you to conduct an investigation for me to make certain that everything is accurate. All right. We're just telling them everything specific. Don't have to be very in detail. But as you can see, this specific account name and account number, this account is not showing maximum possible accuracy according to 15 USC 1681 EB, right? The law that we just read. The open date last active is not accurate. Delete account immediately for a violation of 15 USC 1681 EB. Very simple, very specific. All right. Now, after you create your letter, not just for one account, after we create a letter for multiple accounts, but some of the accounts came back verified. So, what you want to do is wait 35 days. Here's why. According to the law, Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax have 30 days to conduct a reasonable investigation, right? They have 30 days to conduct that, all right? Now, they have 5 days to mail that investigation back to you. So that's the reason why I say wait about 35 days till you refresh your report. Now, once you refresh your report, here's what could happen. So here's what happened for this person, right? They got a few things removed from the report, all right? So they got a 20-point increase on Equifax. They got a 19-point increase on Experian and a 19-point increase on TransUnion, right? So they disputed multiple accounts, and they got a few accounts removed from the report, and some things still in dispute. All right. So what to do next? That's probably what you're thinking. All right. So your second round should be whenever a consumer report agency shall provide to a consumer a description referred to paragraph 6B3 no later than 15 days after receiving a request from the consumer for that description. All right. So let me break that down to you. So before we get into 15 USC 1681 I-7, let me break this down. All right. When you send the letter, or when you send a letter to Experian, when you send a letter to TransUnion, when you send a letter to Equifax, they're supposed to conduct a reinvestigation according to the law, right? They're supposed to conduct an investigation. So what they're supposed to do, right? What they're supposed to do is update or modify or delete unverifiable account on your credit report according to 15 USC 1681 I-5. All right. I also want you to go over those specific laws because, like I said, I'm not a lawyer. I want you to go read over it so you can interpret it how you interpret it. But what they're supposed to do was when you send a letter based off of all the accounts that you're disputing, they're supposed to update, modify, delete, whatever they're supposed to do, right? But usually, sometimes, they don't respond to your letter. They say your accounts are verified. They say things are updated. They say things are modified. But if you compare your reports from the first time that you reviewed your report to the second time to the refresh, when you refresh your report, you're going to see that it's still inconsistent. You're going to still see the open date, date of last payment, date last active, payment history, or whatever you told them that is incomplete or inaccurate. It's still kind of going to be the same, all right? Not all the time is going to be the same, but most of the time it's still not going to show maximum possible accuracy. So they just violated multiple laws. Now what you want to do next is send a letter based off of 15 USC 1681 I-7. All right. So you asking them to provide you a description of how they modify or updated that account according to 15 USC 1681 I-7. So you're asking for the description of what they use to verify that specific account, and they're supposed to, like you saw in that law, they're supposed to provide it to you within 15 days. Now, do they? All right. So what you want to do is send that. Got to tell you, we sent that letter certified. Make sure you add 2 forms of identification. If you can't, add 3, because Experian, TransUnion, Equifax are starting to are continuing to say, hey, you sound like a credit repair company, or this doesn't sound like you, or we need more documentation to verify who you are. So just add 3 forms of identification. Add a picture of your driver's license, add a picture of proof of residency, add a picture of your social security card. All right. Got 3 forms of identification. Send it certified to assure that they got it. Now that time is ticking from the time that they receive it. We have 35 days. Like I said before, 30 days for them to conduct the investigation, 5 days for them to mail that investigation back to you. All right. Now you're going to send off your second letter if some of your stuff came back verified. All right. So send off your second letter asking them to provide a description of how they verify those accounts. Like I said before, usually they don't respond back to you. Now that's another violation, or you might get some things deleted. Congratulations. But next, your third round after that is when you want to file. We're going to tell this person to file a complaint with the CFPB, right? Once we tell this person to file a complaint with the CFPB, now they have evidence. They have multiple letters sent to Experian, multiple letters sent to TransUnion, multiple letters sent to Equifax, trying to fix whatever they're trying to fix, trying to remove and update, but the credit bureaus didn't do that. So now they have multiple violations to help them remove those negative accounts off their credit report. You're going to see that credit score explode because now we have documentation that Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax violated this person's rights. All right. So what they're going to do is file a complaint. And as you know, Experian, TransUnion, and Equifax are going to like to play crazy. So we're probably going to have to dispute again and again, of course, until everything comes off your credit report. Now, if you haven't got the free secret letter, make sure you go to freesecretletter.com. Go get your free secret letter so you too can knock credit bureaus out.